Hey y'all, Pastor Drew here, and feeling well enough to get back into these daily Lenten reflections. Thanks for all the prayers while I had to be away and quarantine during COVID for the last handful of days. But I'm feeling better and wanted to come back with one of these daily reflections. Sunday through Thursday is the goal for one of these reflections that centers around our Lenten theme at Christ Lutheran Church, which is the Greatest Commandment: to love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, to love your neighbor as yourself. Yesterday, in our gospel reading for Sunday, Jesus shares what it takes to follow him. First, he gets on Peter's case. You see, he praises Peter when Peter gets the right answer, but then Peter misunderstands the implications of what it means that Jesus is the Messiah. And so he praises Peter when he says, you've let heaven reveal this to you. You've set your mind on divine things, not earthly things. That's how you know that I'm the Messiah, Jesus tells Peter. And then Peter says, Jesus, you got to stop telling people that the Messiah, the Son of Man, has to go suffer, die, and be raised. He says, that's not what's supposed to happen, Jesus. And then Jesus rebukes Peter. And he says, hey, you know how you had your priorities right? You had your mind set on heavenly things and not human things. Well, now, when you think that the Messiah can't go suffer, die, and be raised, when in fact that's what I must do, you've set your mind on human things and not divine things. You've let those priorities get out of whack, and you are tempting me to do the same. So Jesus rebukes Peter. Now you see the call to love God with all we have and all we are. The call to love neighbor as self. This is a call that's going to bring hostility in responses. You see, it's when Jesus loves people so much that people start getting upset. It's when Jesus tells people that you can love God with all you have and all you are, and you don't have to do it in the same old way that everybody has said that you have to do this. You don't have to go to the temple. God can be worshiped other places too, because God exists in spirit and truth, not in only one location. And now people are upset that you can love God wherever you are with all that you have and all that you are. Now you can go and love your neighbor as yourself, and following this way of love is possible, but it's going to require you denying yourself, taking up your cross, and following Jesus. I'm going to reflect the next 2 days on what it is to deny yourself and take up your cross, and how that's a way that we love God and love neighbor. That's what it means. And it means that we love in spite of rejection or hostile responses. We keep on following the way of Jesus, the way of love, again and again and again. And so we're partway through Lent now. We're more than a week in, and maybe it feels hard to follow this greatest commandment. Maybe it feels hard to keep resetting our priorities to align with God's priorities, to keep inviting God to turn us back to him alone. Maybe it's getting difficult, but love persists through what is difficult. God keeps on loving us even when our priorities get out of whack, even when we don't quite understand the call of Jesus. God keeps on loving us and inviting us to do the same. So again, this week, we keep on trying to put first things first, to love God with all we have and all that we are, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Grace and peace.